chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Saints and the Falcons, next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, here to welcome you to another NFL season. Always an exciting time, CD. And I'll tell you what, new is the opportune word here for these two division rivals, Atlanta and New Orleans. A couple of faces who have helped define this rivalry behind center. They're now gone. This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
And let's face it, it's a rivalry that always will blaze white hot, but it's definitely different now. Drew Brees gone 1 year from the Saints. Matt Ryan gone the next year from the Falcons, although he's still playing in Indianapolis. This is two teams in flux a little bit, trying to find their footing, although New Orleans still remains confident they can get back to the Super Bowl. Atlanta building for the future.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing his starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
Starting the drive with Algier. And not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Deontay Hardy back deep. Fielded at the 33. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
It was terrible to see Jameis Winston suffer his torn ACL last season because he had the Saints rolling in his first year running the show in New Orleans. They went 5-2 in his starts, and they were just 4-6 after he was injured. And how about this? He only threw 3 interceptions, really addressing the big concern people had from his time as a starter in Tampa. New Orleans, they plan to roll with him for a second season and hope their last year's performance will carry over in a full season.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That time, man, to put a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 31, Mariota. He's got him in, complete. And he was finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a great play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mariota. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Mariota, this pass is caught by London. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air again, Mariota. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. field here. Will score. Touchdown and one. Now the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Coming to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. On the return, Hardy. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Winston. And he fires one in. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The first down throw for Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On second down, Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. He got a yard to the 41. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2nd and 2. Here's Winston. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to move back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Brian Edwards. 76 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now The offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 41, Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass break up there. Contributing is on the spot. He's only got left to prevent the first down.
The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston now. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Winston now from the 50. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Charles, here's the Saints draft class from 2022, and after some moves, they ended up with just 5 picks, 2 in the first round, though, and they showed what their priority was, focusing on the offensive side of the football.
They believe that they are in Super Bowl contention. They're conceding nothing to anyone else in the NFC, and that's why they drafted the way they did. Wide receiver Chris Olave in their 11th brings speed to the position. And offensive tackle Trevor Penning, 19th overall pick out of the University of Northern Iowa. They like him to start at left tackle right away, replacing Teron Armstead. And then on defense, my Tennessee alum, Malante Taylor in the 2nd round at corner, looks like a really nice pick.
On 1st and 10, Winston. The pass caught by Olave. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second down and goal. Winston, the quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Winston keeps it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From out of his end zone, it's Ingram Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Mariota. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. This one left side caught by Patterson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side, there's London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As we watch London get that first down, it seems almost unfair about what he can do on the field. Here's a guy who's 6'4", loves to play over the rim and dunk on defenders, and can work out the slot as well as outside the numbers. That's a big reason why he went 8th overall as the first receiver taken in a loaded class.
A first down throw for Mariota. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin 2022 with a good one out in the Windy City. San Francisco in town to take on Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Polk.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half,
getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Next to Rashaan Evans' name, you can put a tally for a tackle for loss. Really excellent effort on the defensive side of the football. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. I think a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
As soon as they looked down again as well, someone on the defensive side broke with it, just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw is Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Jameis to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Key for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brady Jerry. Able to get him. It's a loss of 5. And they run in zone coverage over man. Each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcons. Is up to 14. So not only the cough-up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun. Winston. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll have great field position here. As 10-yard line. Scrimmage the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. throwing. Mariota on the move to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now Mariota. Got his man. It's London. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Working out of the gun. Mariota. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try to run with Algier. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. After the sack on 1st down, Winston over the middle, open is Thomas. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little tackle and inbounds.
It's time for someone to make the play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Atlanta, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.